Welcome, 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 welcome on a beautiful sunny day. You have tapped into Believe Radio, which is a 24-hour inspirational gospel music station amongst all type of services. Please tap into Believe Radio and get your media packages going. So every first Saturday of the month, the Eyes of the Conscious Soul brings to you the Cafe Le Bleu Lounge, where there are 15 to 45-minute segments called The Corner. Each corner has a blueprint that is unique of its own. So we always ask you to chill out to fireside chats and be inspired by inspirational affirmations and inspirational messages. On the corner could be the artist talk. We showcase music positions, excuse me, tongue twister. We showcase musicians, poets, singers, dancers, film producers, authors, comedians, gospel and R&B rappers from around the Bay Area to across the globe. They share their creative, lived experience. The other part of the corner could be Why I Dream. We highlight and honor the inventions and creative work of today's brilliant minds, along with geniuses from our past. We are preserving African American history and culture in order to keep our legacy alive. The other part of the corner could be She Who Believes Takes Off the Mask. This is where you will hear from individuals sharing their personal testimonies to what the Lord has done and is doing in their lives. And that is inspirational messages. Also, we highlight Golden Lights affirmations to impart healing medicine in the soil of the brilliant minds on today. That is the Cafe Le Bleu Lounge with my co-host, Mr. Rose Rosinity. So every second Saturday of the month from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. is the Medicine Hour with Mr. George Pearson. This is where we believe building a better tomorrow starts with us. Topics we cover: health issues and concerns, healthy eating habits, education, financing, and politics in the African American community. We believe taking care of our temple, mind, and spirit is essential to having mental wellness, healthy eating habits, and knowing that healthy thinking leads to a healthy way of living. Every third Saturday of the month is Education is the Best Medicine, and that is with Mr. George Pearson. The second Saturday is the Medicine Hour. The Medicine Hour is with Mr. George Pearson, and then Education is the Best Medicine. He is the founder and producer of Education is the Best Medicine. Education is the Best Medicine is a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization that is community based, charitable based, educational, advocacy based, resource based organization that uses public resources, radio, music, newspapers, and public based community health fairs to provide education and resources. We believe vision is the art of seeing things yet unseen and bringing light to a very dark world. Every fourth Saturday of the month, which is today, from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., is the Lights Out Straight Talk Youth and Young Adult Radio Show with my co-hosts. In the absence of my co-hosts is the Doc, the Prince of Hearts, Kels, and the Voice. Today's theme is celebrating Black history, elevating our voices with the powerful voices from our community. And every fifth Saturday of the month is Voices That Care. This is where we uplift reentry and mental wellness. But again, today we have my beautiful guest in the house with me on today. This is Kayla Mathis. Mathis. I got it right.
Yes.
If you want to say Matthews,
Yes.
with Matt. Okay, from the Urban Peace Movement. And I am so grateful to have this opportunity to have her in this space with me on today. Our ancestors are saying, yay! Kudos to the Urban Peace Movement and the work that she does and the organization. So we're so grateful to have you in the space with us today. But before we do anything, we always got to say kudos and hello to the family. You can't be on no radio or TV and not say hello to the family. So mom, dad, aunt, grandma, everybody, give everybody their kudos.
I just want to give a special shout out to my mama.
Your mama. And what is her name?
Kim White.
Okay.
My dad, Bernard Mathis.
Yes.
My grandmother, Martha.
Yes.
All of our Urban Peace Movement family, my Oakland Lit Mob youth.
Oakland Lit Mob.
Yes,
okay.
South County youth.
Yes.
Lit Mob youth. And also Determination Black Men's Group. So.
Well, thank you. So starting off, thank you for, again, giving kudos to the fam. But I do want to ask you, are you from Oakland or are you an extended ham of Oakland?
Yeah, I am a transplant extended ham.
Okay.
I'm originally from Altadena, California.
Woo-hoo.
I moved to...
You said Altadena?
Yes.
I've never heard of that. Altadena. I heard of Pasadena because I have cousin and family from there. But Altadena. Okay.
Yeah, so Altadena is literally like a street difference from Pasadena.
Okay.
So it's Alta is like above and then Pasadena below.
Got it.
And so right in the San Gabriel Mountain.
Okay, kudos out to fam out there. Yes.
And then I moved to the Bay Area in 2013.
Okay.
For college and just fell in love with the Bay Area. And stayed, but still love my roots.
All right, now that's the roots. Yeah. Got to stay in the roots.
Yes.
Got to stay in the roots. But a question for you now: when you what college did you go to, and what was your major?
I went to Cal State East Bay.
Okay.
My major was communication. But while I was in school, I really
we know how that goes.
You know how it goes. I really the main reason why I chose to move to the Bay was because I love the history of activism. And I've always just been inspired by what the Bay has always historically have done. In our community, and as far as like advocating for change. So that's
look at a perfect show for today.
You know.
Yeah. So because we celebrate Black History 365 days of the year.
Yes.
But however, we are in here uplifting the community voices.
Yes.
But that's a beautiful thing, and that just ties right on in. But go ahead, sweetheart.
Yeah. So I just started trying to find my activist roots, and you found it and left.
And talk about Dr. White. I think he was your mentor.
Yes.
And so it's crazy because, again, I think I shared this with you before, is that I still have his number in my phone because he and I was kindred spirits for sure for the work that we do, the advocacy in our communities. And anytime I feel some type of way, I look at it's him and a few others that's ancestors now, and I look at their numbers and their name, and it reminds me and it gives me power to keep on going. They telling me now you can't no. When you get tired or confused or it's just that type of day, go through that phone and they speak to me and say, hey, no. Get it pushing, sister. So, but go ahead.
Yeah, Dr. Prince White was he was an amazing mentor. I got an opportunity to meet him in 2015, 2016. He was the deputy director of Urban Peace Movement and also led the co-facilitated the Determination Black Men's Group.
Oh, okay.
Here in Oakland.
Right on.
And so that space is a healing space for young Black men. Ages 16 to 24, but it's intergenerational. Some men in their 40s come.
That's right.
They meet every week. They talk about what's going on in their community. They talk about identity. They talk about how they can support each other, how they can support their community. And then there's a little bit of activism in there too. So there's always opportunity for folks to get out there and organize and speak their voices at city hall meetings and different things like that. And then on the flip side, we do healing retreats with them. Just this past December, a few of the guys went out to on a retreat and got some sound bath healing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I seen the video of it too.
Yeah.
I was like, look, okay.
Little whale.
Look, I was over here talking about, look at him.
Yeah.
Look, I need to be up in there with y'all, but I get y'all sacred space.
Yeah. We gonna get a sister retreat. Yeah.
There we go.
But just those little things that
which is significant,
especially in the movement. It's like
yes.
When we organize and we're talking about heavy stuff,
we have to recharge.
Yeah, we have to recharge, and it's like it's important for us to tap into our ancestral history.
Come on now,
to really get that charge that we
need. And before you go there, I'm grateful because talking on that note, you did have some young folks that was some other folks in your community on my wellness training yesterday, which was a beautiful thing, and I'm grateful to have that opportunity. And I am the one that does the uplifting, and I give tools, and then I have the other speakers. They come in with different options and things that people could do. So I was so honored when you told me that they were on there. I'm like, yes. And I want to give kudos out to Talia Bennett from HHREC, the CEO of that space, and I'm grateful that I'm one of her CBL trainers, so I get the opportunity to be able to give back, to give my gift, and that's my advocacy. That's who I am, is that I want to give everything of me and what I can be able to do to uplift. That's all I know. Someone did it for me. How am I not able to do it from somewhere? And that's how Dr. White and I met, because of what I was actually doing. The Juneteenth, he knew about that. And then there was other spaces, healing spaces and circles that I was a part of and doing. And that's how we came together as friends and as brothers and sisters, to do this work. And it's like, okay, I got some, and it's nothing like having support. Somebody that really understands and know your heart
and care.
And so all of what you guys are doing, and finish what you were saying about the young men, but thank you for allowing me to share.
Thanks for sharing. And so glad that they were able to take a part of it as well. I think Prince really helped us kind of cultivate and keep a family style at UPM.
That is strange to a lot of organizations.
It doesn't happen.
And it's strange to a lot of not just organizations we know in professional settings or whatever the case may be. I tell the students all the time, I can be professional,
right? And
I can let my hair down. I can be me, and I don't have to put this facade up and put a face on all the time. And that's the beauty of our village. That's the beauty of human. What we do. We can be human. Say that again, please.
You could be human.
You can be human. Because you got one. When you go home, you gotta be human.
Yeah.
You're not all. But go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. No. Hey, sometimes you gotta just be yourself.
Be yourself. That's all I can do. And that was one thing that I could say that my father encouraged us all to be. He said, "You gonna be with you for the rest of your life, so you might as well get to know you."
Yeah.
And love you. And love you. And he always made sure in our family it was always be uplifting.
Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah.
And anybody come to our business in San Francisco, that was my dad. They come by there with my mom and my dad to get not only just to patronize, but to get filled up spiritually.
Yeah.
And that's all I know.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. And I think too with Prince, learning from him and just having the opportunity, the few years that I got to really be under his tutelage, because he'll have me
so you out there, look, you
literally,
and you figure it out.
We'll have a campaign, and he'll be like, "I'm gonna have you come to get some signatures. I'm gonna speak at the session." They give me a little spot, and we're gonna go to the second service. And I'm like, "Cool. First service go. He does his speech. I'm getting the signatures. Okay, cool. I'm just on the side, and then." Second service about to come, and everybody knows second service is a more crowded service. And he'd be like, "Oh, I got another meeting. Can you hold it down?" I'm like, "Sir, I was supposed to just get signatures. This wasn't in the books." But just little opportunities like that where
but it was preparing you.
Yeah, he was preparing
for
me.
what you're doing now, and that's the beauty.
Because a lot of the things I do now, I'm like, I just wanted to be on the sides. I just wanted to just help out here, help out there, not lead it. But I am really grateful for the things that I learned from him, and also from our executive director, Nicole Lee. We're a small but mighty team. And
that's it right there. that's what I love about, to me, and I'm just talking for myself, God uses, it doesn't take a mass. It doesn't take a lot of people. He said just get some like-minded people together,
That care.
kindred spirit, that care, and things can get done.
Yeah.
That's how I move. I don't know other kind of way. And normally, majority of the time, I was solo, doing all this stuff that I do now myself. You know, didn't have any connections, didn't have anybody to say, hey, I see you, sister. Let me help, or let me give you some funding to do it. And I thank God for HHREC, for Talia, because she was one of the sisters who said, you know, I can support that. I see what you're doing and do these things for me and blah, 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 blah. And it's just been a blessing.
When somebody sees the vision.
Well, oh my God!
Sees the vision.
And all you're doing is walking in purpose. But it takes many hands to see and be a part. You do your part, I do my part, and it's no competition. We are collaborating together. And when you come in spaces like that, then things can really get done. And the heart of people can feel the love. You know, when you're on that type of vibe. But if you're not, it's like people can feel that, and young folks can feel it afar. Like, nah.
They read it real quick, and they'll tell you real quick. They'll let you know
real quick. I ain't with that.
Nah, this
ain't that. You ain't gonna use me for that.
I love that for them. I love that for them. So.
That is beautiful. Go ahead. What you were saying with him.
I think just knowing the importance of like just having a mentor. How I think that's something that's really key. Like just having somebody that just even like for especially for young folks that they might have their parents and they might not feel so safe with certain things with their parents, but having that outside.
But that's the village.
The
everybody
village,
plays a role.
Something for somebody, and we don't really have villages like that, like we're you know. So I think being able to be a part of a young person's village, or being able to like have students that at first they didn't know if they wanted to go to college, and I just had that one small conversation about it, and now they're like telling me like, oh, I got into this, or can you write a letter of recommendation for that? Come on now. Like it just makes my like heart like just flutter just because.
And you just awakening the genius that's already that's in there. And that's what the nonprofit is called. You know, BH Brilliant Minds Project Inc. And it means begin healing brilliant minds. But the mission is for them to take control of their own destiny. And we give them the tools that they need to reach their fullest potential in life. So that is the key. My role is to give you a platform. Give you information. And it's totally up to you, like your toolbox. You're just grabbing things. And along the way.
And building your own, what works for you. Building your own wellness.
I don't want you to do it like me. You can do something similar.
Take what you like.
Take what you like. And then not only that, what God's given me to do is different from you. We may have some things. Our
purposes are different.
Right. And if you don't exercise or walk in your gift, the world misses it. And that's what I try to encourage and tell people. It's not, we don't have to have no competition. Because you have a role and a purpose, and I do too. So we can work this thing together. We don't have to do all of that. But go ahead.
We all work together, make a gumbo.
Honey, you know, you put that gumbo, put all that good stuff
in there. Get that roux right, and
come on, and Louisiana, Mississippi, and all that.
Hello, yes, that Great Migration.
Yes. Go ahead.
But I just think, just. That time, and I just realized too, it will be 10 years in March this month or next month. It'll be 10 years that I've been with UPM, like interning and like now where I'm at. So just seeing how fast it went, and also just seeing how I built my village here, like just being able to like we see each other and like. We've known each other for so long.
Years,
and just like having that, it just feels good, you know, and like,
and it's the support,
and
you know, and then it's like you call Miss B, you already know, she calling me. It doesn't matter what time you calling me.
Answer my phone call.
I'm answering the phone calls, the texts, the emails, or whatever. It's better with the texting. But I'm going to answer because God said, if I sent them to you, I got something for you to do. Or whatever the case may be.
Whatever.
So I don't, and I tell people all the time, it's not about my life anymore. I've lived my life, but along with it, God gives me the opportunity to pour out and to give away. And I still get the benefit. I still, because I'm a part of it. And I know that now. I'm 61. I'll be 62 this year, June the 21st. Thank you. Whoop, whoop. but thank you. But I know now that it's not about me. It's about what my ancestors and the ones that called me is Sojourner Truth and Heritage Purpose and Sojourner Truth. So it's like, I'm no, sister, you got work to do.
Yeah.
So, but I'm grateful, for our village and for our support and it's love.
Yeah.
All it is, the village is love.
Yes.
We
all need it.
We all need it.
Yeah.
We all need it.
It's really, really important. And I think that's what I'm most grateful for, is just having that, like just seeing folks that I like worked with or young folks that I like worked with, seeing them grow and come back and like, oh my gosh, you're like totally different than when I first met you. Like, you didn't even talk.
At all. Sit in the corner and not say not a word, put your head down or whatever. It's like,
or even better when the check-in questions, when we do the circle and then they magically have to use the bathroom. And then I didn't forget about you. You're gonna say your name while you're here. But those little moments, they're like seeing when at first, especially when young folks are like, it feels like they're resistant, but they keep coming back, and I love when I'm like, okay, there's something there that you want. But when they find it for themselves,
and that's the key.
That's what I love.
That's the key.
That's what I love.
That's the when it ignites, and it's like, oh, that's what I'm talking about.
And I didn't have to say nothing.
And you didn't have to say anything.
I just watched it.
Watched it.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing because that's what life is about.
Yeah.
We're here on this earth and we're here for a purpose. And we sometimes forget that we're not going to be here. We think we're going to be here forever.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you do what you can do while you're here and who you can support and help. You do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And move accordingly.
Yeah. And the rest will fall into however it's supposed to fall.
That there is good. So you just talked about the family. You talked about your space. Question for you. In growing up, before you went to college, was there any aspirations or things that you was inspiring to do or say, oh, I'm going to do that when I grow, when I get, grown, or what inspired you as a young person, and who was there to support and captive what we're just talking about? Who was there to do some of those things for you?
It's funny because when I think about it, I feel like for a minute, I want to do journalism. But I think it was something I said just because when people asked me what I wanted to do, it was like, I need to answer now. Because we keep asking, and I don't sound cool to people. Especially like, I feel like I graduated like 2013, and like conversations around like, go to junior college, start at your pace. That wasn't really a discussion like that. It was more college was the only route. And so like that pressure was really on. And though I am kind of like, I don't resent it. I'm appreciative because people, were pushing me. So I appreciate it. But I think at the core, like if I really look at like, what did little Kayla want? What did teenage Kayla want? I think I've always wanted to vocalize, and I've always had something to say.
You
but
sound
always,
like me. You sound like me.
Yeah, I always had something to say, but always afraid to say it, or always would get shut down, or just. So I just would be like, I'm not saying nothing. Yeah,
and people wouldn't think that today about me, but that was me. I was that person. That was a kid. I didn't have all those girlfriends, and people wanted to be your friend and all that. And I desired that and I wanted that, but didn't know at the time that God was separating me for certain things. And now I know how to navigate and move in that. And then it also shows me that people that we know that's there, I can assist and I can help them grow out of that and into who they are. Yeah. So I'm just gonna put this out here, like for growing up, you want all the boyfriends and this kind of stuff. The most popular girl. My friends, they were the guys with whatever. Yeah. But I didn't know at the time they were protecting me as a sister. Yeah. They were like, oh no,
it was trash. Nope. Don't do it.
They would tell them, look, hey, that one over there. No. And so I didn't have
the universe was protecting me.
It was protecting me. Yeah. Now I know it. I was like, well, why don't I want to be my,
That was me too. Like, I'm ugly.
Right. And
I'm like, ooh. Yeah. That was some bullets I dodged.
There we go. There we go. And I know that now. But before I
you don't want to even hear it.
No. I had a like, okay, well, all right, I guess I'm. And then that also, even though my dad always uplifted us in the family, because being in community and that was happening to me, so I had to kind of like try to balance. And then I tried to do things, and that's how I got into the drug thing, because I was doing something, trying to fit in,
chase something,
to fit in, and it's like. See, that wasn't even your, wasn't even for you, but you go and
they're like, that's not your ministry.
It ain't your ministry. Girl, it ain't your ministry. And then when I almost went to jail for life, it's like, God said, see,
stay in your jurisdiction. Stay in the lane.
Look, stay over there. I think you would want to stay out there, not go there. But that, okay.
You know, it builds layers. Like,
it does.
It adds to it. Even like the beauty, the hard times. It's like especially when you can look back at it.
Yes.
The journey was supposed to be the journey for a reason, especially if you're able to look back and you see where you are and your life is better, not because of material, but because of how you feel spiritually, how you feel mentally. Like, when you feel full in that aspect, nothing else matters to me.
Else. And that's, I was on my way here and I was like, Lord, I was just reminiscing and remembering where I could be, and the things that I have now and what I'm able to do. I'm just like, thank you, God, for choosing me, because it could have been a whole different ball game. And so that's why I was also saying, while I'm here on this earth, I gotta pay him back. I owe him my life. And it's like I don't know what other people do. I ain't no disrespect for anybody else, but I know what I owe and what I need to get done.
Right.
Because hey, it is what it is.
No, it's real. It's funny because just yesterday I was on the phone with a friend and they were saying, I forgot what they were talking about, but they were just saying, like, I just feel stuck. Like, I feel like, and they could do pretty well for themselves. But when you just are in your head and like, I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be in life. And I was like, we were just on the phone. I was like, do you hear how we're both talking and we're both at our own homes and it's quiet?
Girl, you better
it's like
watch
peace
yourself.
And quiet. Like, you don't hear other things going on. Like, that means you're doing what you needed to do.
Exactly.
Because you are able to be at peace.
At peace.
And so, not everybody has that.
No.
And sometimes some people
take it for granted.
Yeah. And like some people, like, I got folks that I know that are ages of chaos. And when chaos is happening, that's when they're able to operate. And when it's too calm or when it's too quiet, that's be like,
the scary part. And that's back to what I was just saying about get to know who you are. And that was one thing that my father always made us do. He gave us quiet time. Because he said, and I did it with my kids. And they're today, y'all ages 30, 35 and 33. And they're able to be by themselves because there's some things that go on in your head. You got to know how to deal with that. You. And that was the one thing that, like I said, is that I was able to be with me. I've learned Barbara. I love Barbara and the whole nine. But if you don't practice that, it's scary. It's freaking scary.
It's scary. It's hard. It's overwhelming. It's stressful. Like, we're our own worst critics.
Come on.
And I think that a lot of times that's why when people clash, when they act just alike, it's because when they clash, they clashing because the thing they don't like about themselves, they see it in that other person. So it's really you fighting yourself. It's you projecting, but we don't really realize that until we do the work. And I ain't saying I'm complete.
Me either.
It's always a work, but I have my days.
That's right. We all do. Like you just said earlier, we're human.
But allow yourself to be.
And allow yourself to be. And within that, when you have the guidance and being rooted in the work and rooted in your spirituality and the whole nine, that helps you. Because that's the only reason why I'm doing what I do is because if it wasn't for the spirituality, God, oh boy, it would not. 1 second. Thank you for tapping into Believe Radio, which is a 24-hour inspirational and gospel music station amongst others. Every first Saturday of the month, we have the Cafe Le Blue Lounge, hosted by Sister B. Mello, myself. And then we have Rosinity. And then every second Saturday of the month is the Medicine Hour with Mr. George Pearson. Every third Saturday of the month from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. is Education is the Best Medicine with Mr. George Pearson. And then every fourth Saturday of the month is the Lights Out Straight Talk Youth and Young Adult Radio Show. And that's what we're on today. And in the absence of my co-host, the Doc, the Voice, the Prince of Hearts, and Kales, I want to say, hey, y'all, you know, Miss B holding it down for you. And every fifth Saturday of the month it's a Voices That Care, and we uplift and highlight reentry and mental wellness. But today you have tapped in to Believe Radio on the fourth Saturday of the month, last Saturday in February, and we're uplifting our Black History Month, which we know is 365 days of the year. But with that being said, today we are celebrating, the theme is elevating our voices with the powerful voices from our community. And I have Miss Kayla Mathis in here with me today from Urban Peace Movement. So as we are going and embarking upon this journey, we want to ask the question about the work and how did you get, again, we know Mr. Brother Prince White connected you with Urban Peace. And then was there any organizations that you worked with before moving with them or and collaborating?
Yeah, I think
you want to highlight them.
Yeah, it's funny. So I've always been with Urban Peace Movement.
Yeah.
But when I first started working with Urban Peace Movement, we were a part of a coalition called the Justice Reinvestment Coalition.
The Justice Reinvestment Coalition.
Yeah.
Do they still have that?
I think it's still around.
Okay.
But it was a coalition of different organizations. So it was amazing organizations like Courage, Ella Baker Center, which
Marlene, and then Brother George.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And actually, fun fact, UPM kind of was birthed out of Ella Baker Center. It was like a program out.
Wow.
Yeah. Because Nicole Lee used to work for Ella Baker Center. And a host of other organizations, Urban Strategies Council, All of Us or None.
Oh, wow.
A lot of, and that was like my intro in like to organizing. Like I think my first meeting was a planning meeting because we were working on getting Alameda County to secure quality jobs for folks returning, for formerly incarcerated folks.
Yes.
Because this was in 2015, 2016, but in 2012, the passing of Prop 47 happened. And that basically, it was a whole thing, but basically a lot of charges that were like wobblers, or it could have either been a misdemeanor or a felony, they would just automatically become misdemeanors. And then some charges that would have been considered like a felony was dropped down to like misdemeanors. So a lot of folks were coming home. And so folks, some researchers, this is before I got into the picture, but before I got into the pictures, they did some research and found out like due to like Prop 47, a lot of folks are getting released earlier. And Santa Rita jail, the county jail in Alameda County, had about like 1,400 free beds now because there's 1,400 less people in the jails. And so it was like, okay, if we got 1,400 people out, then we need to have quality jobs for these folks to
they won't go back
be the
recycling
and keep that door open. And that was like my very first intro to like the work that I do now, and just seeing how passionate everybody at that table was, and just seeing how much we like fought. Like I think my very first town hall I spoke, like we had like the board of supervisors there, the district attorneys there, and like just seeing us be able to like directly call out these folks that are supposed to be accountable to us on some issues that are passionate to us, like seeing them have to like answer to that was powerful for
because
me.
They're in those positions for the community,
not for themselves, and not for no corporations.
Say that again.
And not for no corporations.
Thank you.
And
sometimes they lose that.
They
lose that focus. Because it's easier because of what they're coming with. But however, remember, and I tell remember why you are there.
Who
and
put you here?
And who put you there. You didn't put yourself there. Community put you there.
And you're accountable.
And you are accountable to community, not organizations and corporations and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you got those are people. And I think that's something that's really important to me because
yes,
I think coming from Southern California in certain areas, we weren't really tapped in like how folks are in Oakland and San Francisco. Like people
and the
know
roots, the Black Panther Party.
Yeah,
you know, like, when you said that earlier, that's what just came to my mind.
Yeah.
All the young folks there, organizations, and even with Dr. Martin Luther King, our Malcolm X, and all of our civil rights leaders and everybody, it was young.
Yeah,
people was, and that's why they want to keep our young folks in a fog.
Yeah,
because they know once they get together.
And they know too much,
and they know it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap. So it's like, and just seeing how like there's a literacy crisis right now, like just seeing how they're trying to rip away our history, rip away our education system, and different things like that. And it's a tactic. Yes. And I think we always have to, especially as adults, even if you don't work with young people or you don't have a connection to young people, just remember that there's a tactic actively being placed on us right now. We see it every day since that orange person. But you know what I'm saying? We see it every day, but it's really hurting our young folks.
Yeah.
And so I think we have to really make sure, as we talk about young people all the time. It's historically, we're always going to be like, generations aren't going to get the new current generation. No. You know, we're never going to always completely see eye to eye, but that's always.
Right. But that's the intergenerational. That's why we're supposed to have a conversation.
Yes.
That's why conversation, and put them doggone phones down.
Yes.
And have a conversation eye to eye with someone. And then that was what I loved about. And bridge the gap. That was like when you used to go to the coffee houses and not only coffee houses, but at grandma's tables and people's tables. We get back to the tables because it allowed us to be able to have conversations. And not only that, you were open to have a conversation and say, hey, this is where I am. This is what I don't like. This is what I'm going through, blah, 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 blah. And then you have other people there that's like, because I'm transparent. I'll tell people, look, I ain't got no problem with telling you what I've been through, what I need, because I want it to be able to help you. Yes. It's not about me being embarrassed. It's not about me. It's none of that. I don't care about that. That God said, that ain't it.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, and then hopefully, prayerfully, what I say can inspire, encourage, and motivate you,
right,
or somebody else, or for you to think, and create. That's who I am as a person. So I get it, but intergenerational, we cannot not do it.
Yeah, we have to have those conversations and bridge that gap and educate each other, really talk about our history. Like, really, you got to know where you come from so you know where you're going.
Yes.
And I think a lot of times that
gets lost. Refreshing to hear a young adult say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to be able to be in a position to teach the youth. Hey, and that was with Homies Empowerment, Dr. Cesar Cruz. That's who I was still working for with the Freedom School.
Yes.
The Freedom School, we had to sunset it. Hopefully, prayerfully, we'll have someone come and give us a grant and give us back to be able to pull it back up and do. But that's a part of the mission and what Homies do anyway. Dr. C says all that. Well, he just starts sharing this, and I've been using. I told him I'm gonna use that. But he's saying the AI. He said the AI is our ancestral intelligence. Tap into that.
The real AI.
The real AI.
Yes.
So being able to have that generational conversation, that's when you can tap into that real AI.
Yeah.
Everybody, like you just said earlier, good, bad, ugly, challenging. Our story counts, and our story and what we say and how we encourage each other can help.
Yeah, and our history matters.
And our history matters.
I was just reading up a little bit more about like epigenetics and like how trauma is stored in our bodies for 7 generations. So we gotta know our history because it's stored in us. We were born.
It's in your DNA.
So like you gotta know so you can when you address certain things a certain way, that could be your great somebody popping out, like and why, and really assess that. And that's something that could be a beautiful thing when you turn it into power. And I think that's
there we go.
We gotta really do.
Say that again. Turn it into power. That's what we talked about that day. Uplifting our voices with the powerful voices of our community, but allowing them to, even though we were talking about earlier, I was saying here at Tubman Journal of Truth, some of that feisty stuff can come, but then there's some things that the visionary,
Yeah.
that's
what we need to nurture, foster, and protect and hold and let out when
because that's what they want to take from you.
Yeah.
And your imagination. I tell people they want you to be a consumer.
Yeah.
They don't want you to be the one that create and do.
And say something against something, or like actually speak up for yourself, or actually advocate for something that ain't right.
And that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
That's why we are humans.
Yeah, you're right. We're all different.
To do
for a
that.
reason. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So with that being said, now the organization you said, you talked about that organization. Well, now, was there any other ones or?
A plethora of others.
Okay.
I'm going blank right now.
That's okay.
There's so many. It's a lot out here. Shout out to all of them.
There we go.
Peace. Shout out to all of y'all. Everyone that served the youth.
There we go.
My heart.
We lifting y'all up. We lifting y'all up. This is for you on today.
Yes.
So, and every day that we come to this radio show, it's all about lifting up our people and people in general and folks. So the whole community. So there is. Tell us about Urban Peace Movement and what are they doing and how can people get involved and be a part of the change?
Yeah. So for those that aren't familiar, Urban Peace Movement is based out here in Oakland, California. We do a lot of work to really address the issues that came with mass incarceration, like lack of employment, just a lack of resources given to the communities that have been impacted the most by mass incarceration. And so those are some of the things, and how we address these issues is one, pushing for policy change, and also we use a healing-centered organizing focus. So we do.
Say that again.
We use a healing-centered organizing model.
Because people think, most folks in these other settings is like, oh, why we don't need all that. Yes, we do.
We do.
And
organizing.
And that's what I do.
Yeah.
And some people don't understand what I do.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I don't need all of that part, the uplifting and encouragement and those type of, I don't need that. And it's like, yes, you do. Yeah. Because I'm talking about feeding your spirit.
Yes.
That's why mine's called
in order for you to go back and do the work. Like,
that's what we have to do.
And it's a balance. It's a balance of having that. I always hear love and rigor is a balance of having that.
Yes.
You gotta have it, and I think,
and call it out again. And what did you say?
Healing centered organizing.
Healing centered organizing. Yes. That is it right there.
So some of the things we do is we do have our healing centered event. So one event, the one we met at a few years ago, was called Scratch and Fade, which is where we provide free haircuts and nail services for community members. But even though we have the haircuts and nail services, we also have other modalities of healing that some folks might not really talk about. Like we've had cupping before, we've had Reiki, we've had one time we had like tarot readings before, like just different modalities that people can tap into, or just, you don't have to adopt it into your entire life, but hey, here you go. If you want to put it in your toolbox, here. And,
there we go.
And I think the main part of that is for folks to, one, we all deserve a right for self-care and to heal and to take care of ourselves. Say
that again. And that was the message yesterday, a part of the message that it's your human right. That's that poem I wrote for everybody. It's like, it's for yourself. It's for yourself.
Take care of yourself.
To take care of yourself. Go ahead, sweetheart.
And I think, so we believe that should be a human right. And the main reason why we really do it too is because folks shouldn't have to wait for an event to happen. This should be all the time. This should be something provided for us. And when you start to go and then you learn about, okay, this organization is doing this. Oh, but then y'all also talk about policy change. Oh, and y'all also be pulling them to the city hall. It's because we're we want to advocate.
And you're like
for
you
change.
Said, it's the whole person. Is what you're working with. So getting them whole through the healing centered organization,
so we can use our voices.
So we can, Yes. We can use our voices.
So we can
go ahead,
nurture yourself, so we can be out there and demand for change, because it's real, like it's a lot. It's easy, like
it's a lot.
Sorry, I'll talk about a little bit of the policy work that we do. So one policy change that we're really advocating for right now is what our young people are doing. It's called Stop Spraying Our Kids campaign.
Stop
And-
Spraying Our Kids campaign.
Yes. And
how can people get in contact with you before we even go further?
Yes.
How can they get in contact with Urban Peace Movement to be a part of that?
Yes, you can follow us at Urban Peace 510 on Instagram. Our website is urbanpeacemovement.org. You can shoot me an email, Kayla, Kaila at urbanpeacemovement.org. Yeah, we'll make sure to get you tapped in. We actually have like a toolkit that you'll be able to kind of see how you can like speak to some folks like our board of supervisors, chief of probation. And basically what the campaign is currently right now, as we know, the Bay Alameda County, even though we're one of the more progressive counties of the state, we are one of two other counties of Bay Area counties that still don't have a plan to ban the use of pepper spray on our youth. And right now, as we know, and how it has been, is we use OC spray, which is like a military grade pepper spray. Yes. So that's something that is like,
come on,
something that we're like, if we don't need it in the schools where it's like one teacher with 30 youth, we should think of, we can work towards thinking of alternatives for our young people. And also too, like, as we're thinking about it, we put so much of our tax dollars into these systems that incarcerate our young people. Why are we not putting so much to keep them home? Like if we're not addressing, if we're not doing we're doing preventative. We need to do preventative care, not reactive care.
There we go.
And I
say that again, please.
We need preventative care, not reactive care.
That's right. And that's it.
And I think that's what we gotta really try to push for our community to put
reform. You're supposed to be trying to not have the person go back in with the same mindset. No, you educate them, you inspire them, and you encourage them, and then give them an opportunity.
Yeah. And these are kids.
And
these are kids that in some cases you never know what they've seen that they shouldn't have seen in the first place, that they didn't put themselves in there originally. It's not their choice to be in a lot of these situations.
That's right.
And I think we always, a lot of times,
forget.
We forget that our young people are young people.
Yeah.
We forget that.
And we were young.
Yes.
Now it's on a whole nother scale, but it's the same thing. And the same thing that they did, we did too.
Yeah. And the access.
But there we go.
Like parents, unless you are like a super duper helicopter parent, there is absolutely no way you know everything your child is exposed to or what's coming to, like, with the phones, the games, the this, the that. There's and
it's underground. It's underground conversations and things that's happening at school, that you don't even, and like on those gaming things, you don't know what they on there talking about.
Even like,
and they coding when they talking, when they're giving you thinking this is what. It's like, oh, you think it's ice cream means something else.
Completely different, and you think it's something innocent. And even like I'm learning to unlearn some of the things that I used to watch when I was a child, because it was connected to something dark, and it's just now coming out.
Right.
So it's just like we have to understand that a lot of us were groomed to.
Yes.
We're being groomed.
Yeah.
And it's because of all of the things that we're taking in, that's in the media, and that's
and
trying
that's
to
why
get
we
us,
have the rate of mental illness escalating is because of all of this stuff.
And it's wicked.
It's wicked.
Yeah.
It's wicked.
Yeah. It's
wicked.
It's weird.
It is not a joke.
It's strange. It's very, and
it says we fight against principalities in high places. That's the part of what that is. It's not, no. It's not normal.
It's not normal. And we have to recognize that our young people didn't create this.
No.
So we have to make sure, how do we protect them? How do we keep them safe? How do we have actual real conversations with young people versus immediately going to like punishment,
right?
Spraying them with pepper spray. Like, I don't work in the field. I don't see the day to day. I will say that, but I know working with young people, I've been in a room where it's 30 young people and just myself, and young people, things get tense, and I gotta calm things down. And I know I didn't have to touch nobody. I know I didn't have to curse at nobody. I know I didn't have to physically harm anyone. And I was still able to de-escalate it. So if I can do it
And then with that is because you build trust.
Yeah.
And they know you love them.
Yeah.
And that's the weapon. That's the thing. If you want to make a weapon, make the love the weapon.
Make the love the weapon.
Because when they know that you respect them, you love them, and you appreciate them, and you see them, they give you a whole different vibe with you. It's like, okay, and then when you say something, they respect it. It's like, okay,
because it's you.
Because you
said it, I'm gonna do it.
And they'll tell you that quick.
It's
only because you said it.
Yeah.
Miss B, it's only because you said it. Otherwise,
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'm like, okay. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Yeah, and so it's the trust, like you said. It's building. Why are we not building trust? Why are we not building safe spaces? Why are we not cultivating that? That's
what BH Bring Your Minds Project Inc. does, and that's what Urban Peace Movement, and then Ella Baker, and then all of the other organizations that we know. Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, and I feel like
Hip Hop TV, all of them, everybody. That's what we do.
Yeah, encourage everybody.
Yeah, courage.
Make sure everybody. Everybody in there. And I think I feel like that's what we have to really uplift and prioritize, especially for organizations that we see our young people on a day-to-day basis, and we actually really see them, and it's not like a controlled space. It's just like how you doing today,
that's right.
And you come as you are.
Just something simple as that. We think it takes just a smile.
Yeah.
Because these days people don't even smile. They think I'm crazy. As I smile and I say hi. Everybody. And it's just as I'm passing, I'm looking like, wow, what is in your mind so that you don't even see me. Yeah. And you can't even greet each other as human beings.
Like how it used to be. Yeah.
Like it used to be.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
It's like, can we get back to that?
Yeah.
So that's one of the initiatives. Is there another initiative that we got on the table that we're wanting people to support?
Yeah, actually, we just had a town hall. We did a Who Decides Public Safety town hall. And it's we also are part of the District Attorney Accountability Table.
Okay.
And so UPM's a part of that table, along with groups like ACLU, Ella Baker Center as well.
Yes.
Encourage same everybody's the same orgs. But we just had a town hall this past Tuesday.
And I missed that. Where was I? I think I had to do.
Look, it's the last 2 weeks of February. Okay. It's look, you events. We be eventing.
Eventing.
Yeah. So look, we understand. But it was a really great town hall. Initially, we had our public defender Brendan Woods was there speaking to community. Even the chief of probation was there, and he heard our youth. Presentation.
Now, is that open to the public?
Yes.
So we want to make sure that they know that they can tap into Urban Peace Movement.
Yeah, and it's on our Instagram too.
Okay, awesome.
Video. They spoke on it. Our district attorney Ursula Jones Dixon was invited but did not come.
Okay,
but that's who we really wanted to speak to.
Okay,
but I think those are some of the things that we were kind of working on. Is like one, making sure folks make sure you register to vote.
Yeah.
Make sure
because you got to have people in positions that's going to listen to community.
Yeah.
When they're called upon.
Yes.
And if something, and that's the activism piece that people don't understand when they're in these positions is that even though if you're being called out, it's called out.
Yeah.
You come in, if you want to speak truth to it, then you speak truth to it, and then let's figure out
if you stand by it, then stand by it and say it to the people.
Exactly. And not hide behind it.
Yeah.
But that's what community, and if you're going to play that role in the public, that's a part.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a part. If you're running for anything like that, it's a part of it. Yeah. So you cannot no, you can't do that.
Not at all. So there'll be a lot of initiatives for folks to make sure you get out to vote, and especially for really local as well. Really know what you're voting for. Like people, I remember a couple years ago, people didn't even know that you could vote for a DA. Because people just kind of go about
educate yourself
and make sure you're educated.
That's what education is the best medicine is about. That's what George does.
Yeah.
His is about medicine, but he's always saying to people, educate yourself. That's why you call it education. Education is the best medicine.
Yeah.
Even if it's in medicine, actual medicine that he does, and then in community or whatever, gear up. Gear up.
So you're affirmed in whatever decision you decide to.
Exactly.
I did my research and I know what I did.
That's right.
And you know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
That's just one thing. And then another thing, our young people will be actually planning a event happening in March.
Okay.
March
that's
21st.
next month.
Yes, I know it's next month. Yeah.
21st.
Yeah. Some of our youth, they really wanted to do, they were inspired. We went out to reclaiming MLK's, Dr. MLK's legacy in January. And they were really inspired about like doing something to get community engaged. So March 21st, they're leading it, they're planning it.
And do we know where?
A location TBD. I'll be sharing that out.
And what
but
is
it'll be in Oakland. It's called Exercise Your Excellence.
Oh, I like.
We're going to be talking about making sure you get out to organize and organize around things that are important to you.
Yeah.
How can we be better community members with each other? How do we make sure we get to know each other in your neighborhood? Because that's something that's missing.
Everything you're saying is what and why we have this radio show. The Eyes of the Conscious Soul is always wanting to make sure that we bring to you how can you get your young folks involved? How can you get your intergenerational folks involved? This is what it's about. That's why, and I've been doing, God's given me this platform. I was doing underground radio before I went start doing others. But the Eyes of the Conscious Soul, he gave me that like over 30 years ago. And it's been 30 years that I've been doing this work with this particular maybe like 25 with the radio piece, but everything else, but that is it. We're here. We're bringing information to you to make sure that you tap into community and how can you be a part of change, creating, or whatever the case may be. That's why we do this show.
Yes. So
that's why we do the show.
Keep on our Instagram or at Urban Peace 510. That will more than likely be coming up. We'll be posting in the next couple of days.
Okay.
And I would love to also, I could bring some young folks that could talk about it a little bit more too.
Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. And always remember that when there's something going on, we can do that. Because if we can do that. I'll tell you that.
I got you.
We can do that.
But I'm super excited about it because it was something that they asked. Like they were like, Kayla, can we do something of our own? And I was like,
oh yeah.
I'm not gonna say
no
because like it's rare that you have young people who say I want to do this and they want to do it. So I feel it feels really cool to like be able to support them in that and just like seeing how all of the ideas are flowing. So I'm excited to see how it turns out.
Me too.
I'm really excited about it.
On the 21st, and that is
a Saturday.
Is that a 4? Well, I'll get the dates. I think it's
the 3rd Saturday?
Maybe it is the 3rd.
Because it's
so then George has to show so I can come.
Okay. Oh yeah. So we're still getting all the logisticals together, but I'll make sure you get.
Okay.
We'll send it out and share it with everybody.
Okay. Boy, time flies when you're having fun.
Yes.
And we got like 3 minutes left. Oh my God. So, but I do want to ask you, what are you doing for your self-care? What do you actually do that we can tip in that people could put in their toolbox?
No, I'm not even going to lie. 2025 was getting me. Life was life. And my mom was like, Kayla, you need a thing. That's our little thing. She goes, what's your thing? And I actually went on a healing retreat for folks that are doing fire relief in Altadena a couple months ago. And it was just a wellness retreat. Like they were like, you're not working, you're just relaxing and just enjoying your community. And we went to Laguna Beach and I've never been there before.
Right.
And I did a surfing lesson.
Oh my God.
And at first I was scared, but I love it. And so I've been surfing and that's been very relaxing. So and
that's what the thing with the wellness training yesterday was find things in your toolbox. And not only that, other people sharing what theirs is, and it'd be like, maybe I can put that in my toolbox. I never thought about doing that. But go ahead.
And so I'm really excited about it because, like, not a lot of people think that Black folks surf, but we surf. There's actually a Black surf crew in Santa Cruz. They do like free lessons. Wow. They do like a little healing circle. So I'm gonna be pulling up to that, and it's fun. I never thought I would do something like that and water my hair. I would never do it, but.
That's another part of extended community.
Yeah.
That's another community that you, a family that you're a part of now. So that's cool.
So that's been my thing. And also I just do regular, like I've been breathing, practicing my breath. Sometimes if I don't have the means to like just take a day off or like go somewhere or like do a sound bath or whatever the case may be, just breath.
That's
And
it.
Sometimes that's the best
and it
medicine.
doesn't cost you anything.
It's free.
It's free.
$3.99. And that's what I love to see.
Free,
Yes.
free. And
It's free. It's not appropriated.
Right.
It's not repackaged and sold to me. It's mine.
It's yours. And you
Yes.
can use it at any
Leisure. Just gotta remember.
Oh, just gotta remember.
Yeah.
And it's great that you said that, because yesterday, after the day before, I was at home. I said, I'm going in the front. I'm going to sit on the
Yes.
porch, and I'm just
Love
going
that for
to
you.
chill
Yes.
and let the sun out, because I love sitting in the
Yes.
sun. I love
so
hot.
nice.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So, and it's like God said, see this? Don't cost you nothing.
Free.
And I just heard the birds singing like somebody was
Chirping,
saying.
yeah. You getting a nice vitamin D. Yes, sunbathing.
Yes, sunbathing. And I'm like, oh my God. I am so excited about who you are and what you
Thank
do
you
and
so
how you
much.
bring yourself to community. I kudos
Thank
to
you so
the family
much.
because they did an excellent job.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you for being extended like daughter
Yes.
to me.
Yes.
And we have much more things to do. And you can call me at any time.
Yes.
And tell me what you need and how we can move and help each other. But again, the Believe Radio, which is a 24-hour inspirational gospel music station, amongst so many other things that you can get your media packages. You can do what we do here on the station. You can get your own broadcasting. Tap into Believe Radio. And then every first Saturday of the month, the Eyes of the Conscious Soul with Sister B. Mello and Rose Rosinity. We bring to you the Cafe Le Blue Lounge, which has the Artist Talk, Why I Dream, She Who Believes That Takes Off the Mask. And then every second Saturday of the month is the Medicine Hour with Mr. George Pearson. And then the third Saturday of the month is Education is the Best Medicine. And then every fourth Saturday of the month, which you tuned in today, is the Lights Out Straight Talk Youth and Young Adult Radio Show. And then every fifth Saturday of the month, we have Community Voices. But we're ending our February, and we want to say kudos to all of the organizations and everybody that has played a role in giving something to our community. And like we said, we know you do it 365 days of the year. We celebrate who we are, but kudos go out to everybody that the Black Joy Parade, and then we had the Black Chamber of Commerce did something, I think, at the Calvin Simmons. To everybody, charged to my head, not to my heart, but everybody that played a role in giving back. And I hope and pray that we today did our part, have given back to the organization, not just organizations, but to our community, because this is why I want to thank my sponsors, BH Brilliant Minds Project Inc., Miss Barbara Howard Consulting, and Education is the Best Medicine. I want to say thank you to them for providing space for us to be able to do what we do. And if you want to do closing remarks.
Yeah, I want to thank you, Miss Barbara Howard, for having me. And yeah, thank everybody for just listening and follow Urban Peace at 510. Stay connected. We have several events throughout the year, so try to find an event, pull up.
All
Say
right.
Hi.
Yes. And we have the March 21st something coming up. So please go to their website.
Yes.
You can also tap into BH Brilliant Minds Project Inc. and see what we have coming up too. We will be doing a Phenomenal Woman. This will be our 13th year Phenomenal Woman event, and it's going to be stay tuned for that. It's going to be March the 27th, that Friday. So then we have our 19th annual Oakland Juneteenth celebration. Streets Festival is going to be coming up. So we're grateful and thankful for the work that we've been called to do. And we're just praying, we're looking for philanthropists to come on, pull through, and support us to come and come through for BH Brilliant Minds to do this work.
Amazing, and it's fun.
Thank you. God bless you all, and have a good rest of your evening. And we appreciate you. And thank you. Please stay safe.